Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So I'm gonna show you guys how to actually make 200k coins every single day with this very overpowered trading method. I'm gonna talk more about the Centurion leaks as well as the market itself. Now let's move over and take a look at the content that we've gotten yesterday. As expected, we got the Stoichkov SBC. If we take a look at the requirements itself, it's actually way cheaper than I thought it would be. He actually comes out to about 775k. Let's take a look at the card itself first. He is medium, not that ideal for a striker. 4-star, 3-star. However, he does have the technical plus as his playstyle, which means that this card will have a longer lifespan in your team because his R1 dribbling is gonna be very good. His agility is actually pretty good as well, so that 3-star weak foot it's not so much of a concern. And of course if you want to overcome the medium attacking work rate you can set the instructions for your tactics for him to get in behind, or simply you can manually trigger him to run. So the good thing about this card, I think, is the fact that he can play across all your attacking positions, right? And because of the fact that he was actually really good value at 775k, this actually caused his, card tradable, to drop significantly on the market. If you guys remember yesterday when we made the video, he was at about 910k or so, 912k. He dropped all the way down to about 818k, before rebounding back up to about 840k. So I would say this SBC, it's definitely good value, Definitely good value because he's way cheaper than what he was. He was just 950k, 960k, just a few days ago. But I think it's also the fact that EA knows, that a lot of us do not really have much fodder in our club. That's the reason why, they have priced it, about, I would say, 130k too cheap, So personally, I would just go and complete other players, take for example, you can actually get 2 players for, the price of 1. You can actually get somebody like Alvarez done as well as Declan Rice, and you actually have about 150k or so, to spare. Personally, I would just do Rodrigo and Julian Alvarez. Of course, you gotta pay about an extra 100k or so, but I don't think that's an issue. At this stage of the game where fodder is really precious, I'd rather go for the 2 for 1. Now, we have also gotten a brand new team of the week yesterday. Of course, there wasn't any surprise because of the fact that we do have all the leaks already, We have actually seen all the leaks. We got Greasy, Frimpong, and Goretzka, as the 3 main players, in this team of the week. So, one funny thing happened, was the fact that the likes of your, a few cards here, Griezmann, Goretzka, and Frimpong, they were all actually extinct. And one thing to actually also take note was the fact that we actually, did not get too much supply there. I'll talk more about the store packs later on. For me, this Griezmann, is definitely clear of your Trailblazer Griezmann simply because of the fact that he has the finesse shot as the playstyle plus, so this one is way better. Now, we actually, also gotten a dynamic duo SBC yesterday. Let's actually go and take a look. I don't think that, it's too crazy a dynamic duo. Let's actually go and find the dynamic duo. Yeah, so this is the 2, They are both Italians, Comes up to about 35k, so it's nice and cheap, It goes in line, I think possibly they're gonna release squad foundations for these 2. Now, one other thing, that we have gotten, it's actually an objective. It's called the Team Pursuit 5, So this is the one. So you get yourself some, nice packs. I would say decent packs. Possibly, when you wanna do your evolutions in squad battles, you can do it together in regards to this. Now, actually, one of the SBCs that came out yesterday, that we made a lot of coins of, it's actually your Trailblazers, Challenge 6, So this is the one. So I was actually, basically, finding cards live on my Twitch stream, telling people what to buy, and we basically made a lot of coins, We did a lot of SBC solution trading. So if you take a look at some of these profits, I called out Baltimore as one of the players to buy. We sold her off at about 2.4k. I believe we're getting her at about 1,000 coins or so, right? So we basically doubled the coins. Get more Baltimores. Right? Basically, everybody on my stream, right, was just mass bidding and mass listing the cards. So we made a lot of coins there. Right now, right, if you actually go and search Baltimore, right, you can actually, right, still go and make some nice coins there. Of course, right, she is not as high as she was yesterday, but you would still be able to make some coins. She's going for about 1.1k up to the hour. So if you're somebody on the lower budget, right, you can get her on bid at 700 coins and then sell at 1.1k. So another player that we were actually also trading with, right, was Fella. Right now, right, she's going for about 1.5k. You can try to get her on bid, right, at about 1k or so. The one huge thing, right, that we have gotten yesterday that I've spoken about in my previous video, right, about evolutions, right, they did come yesterday. So the first one, right, is actually your Trailblazer Striker. So I think what is more significant about this, right, is the fact that you actually get 3 playstyle: your power header, your chip shot, as well as your finesse shot. So this evolution, right, costs you about 50k. I would say 50k is kind of expensive, but just by the fact that you actually get the finesse shot as the playstyle, right, I would say, right, this actually makes it one of the more worth it evolutions, right, for you to actually go ahead and complete. Now, a lot of people, right, were actually evoing strikers like Brohia, Nkete, Origi, right, etc, etc. So those are the more popular ones. The other one that we have, right, it's actually your Trailblazer center back. Of course, I love this because of the fact that it's free, and I actually did call this out in my video yesterday, right. I said that the defending was gonna be max 76, right. I was a bit off, right. The leaks weren't 100% that accurate. It was max 80. However, right, the cards that I did pick out, right, in yesterday's video, right, actually did really, really well. If you guys remember, the likes of T-War, I think I spoke about Damet, I spoke about Kraft, right, all your center backs. So all those, right, actually did really, really well. So which are the cards, right, that is actually better, right, for you to evo? Let's go and take a look to give you guys some kind of idea as to which cards you guys should be evoing. So if we take a look at this list, right, I think, you know, like I mentioned, Kiha was a very popular one. Zaori was also a really popular one. Chalaba, Longleg, that we actually yesterday when we did it on stream, right, I actually forgot to call him out. I kind of have him at the back of my mind because this guy, right, went absolutely bananas in terms of the price, right. Nkete, he went extinct. Bordeaux as well, right. And then we have Colwell, like I mentioned. Goodmanson, again extinct previously. Soyeonju, right, he did alright for the first like 15-20 minutes. After that, he just went down. Martinez for that Messi link. Tell. So all these are all cards that people are doing evo. We traded a lot, right, with Josh King yesterday. It was absolutely crazy. Olsen Edward, French, Crystal Palace, fantastic links there. Divock Origi, so on and so forth, right. So these are all the players, right, that I think, right, you guys can consider, right, evoing, right. Like I mentioned, right, Damet is here. I called this out in yesterday's video. We have the likes of Tao and Adingra. So all these are actually, right, really, really in demand at the moment. So with this, right, comes an opportunity, right, to make a lot of coins, right. So like I mentioned, right, we made a lot of coins, right, off this evo trading yesterday. I was basically telling people on my stream, right, what to buy, how much to buy. So right now, I'm gonna share with you guys, right, the cards that you guys can be flipping all day to actually make 200k, right, per day. So, alright, so Ferguson, right, just before I made the video, he was 2.5k. So right now, he's about 3k, right? So, get on bids for Ferguson. He's going for about 3k, right? You can actually get him on bid, I would say, right, at about 2k, right? Maximum 2k. Now at about 3k. This guy would actually, right, fluctuate a lot because, you know, he is a silver. That's the good thing about trading with silver. Another popular card, right, that we were actually trading with, right, it's actually Ruther. He was actually going for like, I believe 7,000-8,000 coins yesterday. He has already dropped, right. I'm gonna snap this up because it's actually going for way more than that. So as you guys can see, right, you can even, right, sit on snipes, and after that, right, just basically, right, list the cards up instead of bidding, right. It depends on what kind of a trader you are. I'm actually going to list him up for, I believe he was going for about 3k. Right, so you make some nice and easy coins there. Let's actually go and take a look at how much he actually goes for, right? Just now when I searched for him, right, he was going for about 3 point, yeah, see? He's actually really expensive, right? He's 3.7k. So what you want to be doing, right, go and get him on bid, right? I would say, right, at about max 2k. You make yourself some nice easy coins there. And then we also have another player is Fabio Silva as well. Fabio Silva. So I believe he's going for about 1.3, 1.4k, right? So yeah, so what you want to be doing is, again, right, go and get him on bid. I would say, right, possibly at about 500 coins should be quite easy to win. List him up at about 1.4k. You basically, right, almost triple your coins. Another player that we have is Van Hickel, right? So the thing is this, right, the longer a list you have, right, the more coins you will make, right? That's just a fact because you have more players to trade with. He was actually going for about, wow, he's fluctuating a lot, right? Earlier, before I did this video, he was going for only 1.5k. So now he's 2.2. So as you guys can see, right, there's very little supply. So when he has more supply, you can get him on bid, right? I would say at about 1k, sell him off at about 2.2k. So that's another player that you can do. And then I did mention about Paul Dummett as well. He's another one. I would say he's going for about 1.5k, right? Just go and get him on bid. I believe you should be able to win him at about 600 coins. Yeah. So these are some of the players, right, that we were actually looking for. So Kraft, right, he's currently going for about 1.8k. You want to be getting him, right, on bid at about 700 coins. Also, right, we have Tel, who currently, right, is at a very, very high price. Right, because he plays for Bayern, he is French. Currently going for about 9.4 to 9.5k. So you can actually, right, get him on bid at about 8.5k. Also, you can actually wait for marquee matchups, right, before he will actually drop more. So yesterday, right, while we were doing this, right, we basically made about, I would say, right, 50 plus k, right, an hour. So if you do this, right, you can easily make 200k. You can easily make 200k, right, every single day. So this is the OP trading method that I'm talking about. Now let's move on, right, and talk about Ballon d'Or rights, right? EA, right, has just got the licensing, right, for the Ballon d'Or rights. And with the fact that Lionel Messi is favored to win the Ballon d'Or, right, I cannot wait for this. How would they do this? Possibly a SBC, because, you know, maximum, right, it's just going to be 2 Ballon d'Or winners. So that is something that we will look forward to. Let's move on, right, and talk about more Centurions leagues, right? So we have Gattuso. So his current version, right, is actually at 86 rated at 110k. So Gattuso, right, it's always very, very good, right, defensively. I would say one of the best out and out CDM. It's always the offensive part of his game, right, that lets him down. And if you're playing new gen, right, his dribbling, right, would definitely be an issue, right, with the overpowered AI midfield press, right, that is present in the new gen. We also have Felipe Anderson coming as well, right, Lazio, Brazilian. Like I mentioned, we have so many Brazilian players in the game nowadays. And then we also have Andre Pirlo as well. Again, his current version, right, is a 90 rated, costs about 290k. So this one, right, would most likely, right, be a senior version, right, with higher stats. If EA decides to release a junior one, right, again, this would impact the central midfielders, right, a lot, like I've spoken about previously. Munayin, possibly just, you know, good fodder. Pop as well. And then we have Ondrej. All these are possibly, you know, just fodder. Simon, right, is actually a really interesting one because he's always really, really pacey in-game, right? And possibly, right, he's always very cheap as well. So this is actually, right, the full list of leagues, right, from FIFA U team. As you guys can see, right, it's a long list. We have so many players. I've spoken about most of the players, except for, I think we missed out on Kelly Smith, right, Zanetti. Those are the ones that we did not talk about, right? For the rest of the players, right, we have actually spoken about them. Oh, Makelele as well, right? We'll be getting Makelele. So it seems like we'll be getting lots of central midfield players. Based on this list, right, my guess is probably, right, it will be a 2 weeks promo, right? Currently, we don't know who will be in the first team. So take, for example, right, if let's say Rashford, right, is not in the first team, right, his price, right, will definitely be affected, right, significantly, right, because people are investing with the thinking that he will actually go out of pack. So just be careful. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, it's actually, right, this league objective that we can make a lot of coins off. So Rick actually leaked this, right, Danilo Pereira. So the objective, right, as you guys can see on the right, is you have to score 6 goals with Portugal players, 4 assists with League On players, right, and then concede 1 or less goals in 3 separate matches, as well as winning 6 games, right, with 3 League On players. So you know what this tells me? This tells me, right, that we have an investment opportunity. So I think, right, one of the good players, right, really to pick up, right, is actually Gelson Martins. I think right now he's going for about 600 coins on bid, right? I think if you buy now, it's actually currently at about 700 coins. So what I would suggest you to do is pick him up later, right, after marquee matchups where we're gonna have supply. I would say, right, don't go beyond 700 coins maximum. And how much do I think he will go up to? Possibly 1.2, 1.3, 1.4k. Make sure to list these cards up, right, before content drop on Friday itself. That will be the aim to actually sell these cards. So that's something that you guys can do. Now, I know a lot of you, right, always like to ask this question, right? You know, in regards to the rewards, right? What kind of rewards should we be taking, right? Should we be taking rival rewards, untradeable? Should we be taking tradable? So for me, right, it's actually really simple. If you have SBCs to complete, right, like Alvarez, Rodrigo, right, you can just go for the second option, which is untradeable. If you know you need some coins badly in your club, right, possibly, right, I would say go for option 1. So for me, right, I'm actually gonna go for option 2 this week. I've been taking option 1, right, for the past few weeks because, as you guys know, right, I'm trying to complete the Rodrigo SBC as well as the Alvarez. And for the Rodrigo SBC, right, I'm left with 1 squad. And yeah, he's actually basically expiring, right, in about 1 day. So there will be, right, some people who take option 1, right, and they'll actually be saving up their packs, right, for Centurions Team 1. Because as you guys can see, right, there are lots and lots of icons, right, in that Team 1. So how will this, right, actually affect the market itself? Save packs, right? What is gonna happen is this, right? When everybody saves their packs, right, for upcoming promo, right, on Friday itself, right, over the weekend, right, I can foresee after people have opened up their packs, they're gonna get more coins in their club. So I would say over the weekend, right, I would expect the market, right, to go upwards. Of course, Friday at content drop, they will drop. And then I just really see, right, the market, right, going really high, right, next Monday and Tuesday. So you want to be looking at your out of pack special cards. So we have learned our lessons, right? I think Road to the Knockouts, right, are actually better pickups, right, compared to Trailblazers Team 1. I think Trailblazers Team 1 and Team 2, right, didn't do that well. So, you know, all these cards are the cards that have hype. So I would say don't pick these cards up yet because, right, we will be getting upgrades for these cards, right, on Friday. Typically, after they get upgrades, right, the cards will fall in price. So don't buy now, but do keep this at the back of your mind, right, that the market will go really high, right, on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we do have some confirmation of Haaland, right, getting an upgrade because City won yesterday, as well as Barcelona. I already spoken about the rest of the players. So we expect the upgrades, right, to come on Monday itself. Now, let's move back here, right, and talk about other stuff. So you will be getting marquee matchups. I already spoken about the fact that you can pick up your City and United players, right? I'm not gonna repeat myself. Try to aim for your gold common players, and of course list your cards up, right, before content drop. We will also be getting the Juan Foyth SBC later on today, right, as part of the content. Now, we did, right, just before I actually came on live, right, we did also get a title update. So this title update, right, is kind of significant because they have finally, right, fixed the penalty kick issue whereby the indicator, right, did not appear. So, you know, congrats to us, I guess. I was actually not facing this issue, right, in new gen, but when I went on old gen, right, I did face this issue a couple of times. And I think one of the more significant ones, right, is the fact that I don't think, right, they have actually fixed the Trickster Plus playstyle, right? I don't think they have fixed that, right? They only said that the fact that the ball could have incorrectly struck to a dribbler's leg, right, as they ran. So I don't think they are saying the Trickster Plus, right, specifically. So that is something that I think, right, a lot of people are concerned with. And of course, right, when the Trickster Plus gets added back in, right, it might affect the prices of the cards that has this Trickster Plus, right, the likes of your Neymar, so on and so forth. So hopefully, basically, right, I hope that this actually makes the game better overall. So like I mentioned, right, we did get some store packs, right, yesterday. I believe we got 30k, 50k, as well as 100k packs. So we did have some supply to the market that actually, right, dropped further off a bit. I actually want to show you guys the store packs, right, they're over here. 30k, 50k, we have 5, and then 100k, right, is just 1. Yeah, so like I mentioned, right, we always get our 50k packs, right, on Wednesday. That's always the reason why I tell you guys, right, to sell your stuff. It always causes the market, whether is it the fodder or general market, right, to drop a little bit. So that is something that is pretty consistent. And of course, right, since we are here, we might as well just open up a RAM mega pack. Hopefully we get something good. Let's see. Denmark, EDM Højbjerg, right? GG's, man, is like 83. So not that great a pack. So yeah, I will be live, right, at 5:30 p.m, right, UK time, right, for your Centurions Team 1, like I always do, right. I'm always live for the content drop for a brand new team. So if you guys want to know how to make coins, right, we will be doing some live trading, right, on the day itself, right. So if you guys want to, right, you guys can pop by and actually take a look. And yeah, that's all from me, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you guys want to see more content on the channel, do hit that sub button. So all the links to my Discord, right, how to sub to me for free on Twitch, right, will be down below to get access to the VIP Discord as well as the regular Discord. For those of you, right, who actually made a lot of coins yesterday, right, from that stream, right, do comment down in the comment section below, right. You can just comment money, right. And I hope to see you guys at the content drop, right, on Friday itself. All right, take care, guys.